Hi, so I think Yimin just finished his portion of the video. Thanks, Yimin. So, my name is Chris Brogly. I'm a PhD student here at Western. I'm going to be showing you some software that our lab worked on that is an example of how we were trying to be more transparent with our use of AI and machine learning, really, to classify different types of deceptive texts on the internet. Okay, so I'm going to open up the literal browser here, and we are going to take a look at it as one example of a system that does try and be more transparent. And one of the first things that pops up when you use this, if you download it, it's on GitHub. I'll show you the page before I finish here. It does say that this is experimental research software. It's not perfect. The research that we do, and there is a paper linked to the GitHub page for the browser, it says we only tried it on so many clickbait texts, so many satire texts, so many falsification texts, and that it didn't get 100% accuracy on those. So I've set the home page of the browser to be to a file that I saved on the hard drive, and this file just contains some headlines that Yimin used in a previous study, and I just wanted to show you how this software does make an attempt at being more transparent, and then we'll move on to looking at a more real world example of the FIMS news page. This HTML page loaded, it's on my desktop, and I thought we would start with this headline, seeing as how, Halloween is right around the corner. So Aubrey scares the stuff out of children on Halloween. And it got a big red rating from the clickbait detector. It just said 100%. And then there's some other headlines here too. So these ones were all rated as clickbait. The last two, well, it did get a yellow score, so that means it's clickbait-ish, but not too much. And then the non-clickbait, most of them came up as green. There was only one yellow, and that's what we would expect because these were classified in a previous study. So let's take a look at the one with Aubrey here. I mean, why did that get classified as clickbait? So what we can do is we can go over to the results view here and then double click on the text that we're interested in. So I'm going to double click on it, and then it comes up with the Clickbait Explorer, which shows you all of the features that we use in our machine learning classifier and also all of the values that they had for this particular text. And while this page doesn't show you exactly why the clickbait detector decided that, Aubrey scaring children on Halloween was a very clickbaity text, it does at least show you the values that were passed into it in order for it to make that determination. So that's what we've done here in an effort to try and be a bit more transparent. We actually just have all of the values here. And kind of building on this, one of the things that this software wanted to take advantage of with respect to the transparency of just showing you everything that we're doing for the machine learning classifiers. When you start getting video recommendations, they're not showing you any data, or any site that's using any machine learning, they're not going to directly show you the values that they're using for the machine learning because they don't need to. And so that leaves you a lot of time wondering, well, how did it come to this conclusion that this is what I wanted to watch or listen to, etc. And so here, because this is a research tool, we're completely transparent with all of it, and all of the values are here. So what we can do with those values is actually save them all to a database with this browser, and you can do research on them. You can work with those values, you can do statistics with them, and so I'm going to do that now. We will go over to the analysis, and I already made a data set, Halloween, and I'm going to save the results to the data set. And it said 11 clickbait results saved, and what I can do is I can go to our stats panel and click on timeline view, and then click on clickbait and get some stats, and I'll set it to my desktop site.
And this is actually giving us a graph as to like the minimum clickbait scores, the average clickbait scores, the maximum clickbait scores. And we're able to do this all because of the transparency with respect to the values that we're passing into our machine learning classifier. So we just list all those features being like measurements of the text in this case, and their values. And then we can save them to a database, and we can actually start analyzing them, looking at them over time, and basically doing research with them. And that's the whole point of this browser. So I'm going to go to FIMS News next. So we will head over there. That's pretty much how the browser works. And one of the nice things is, and if I want to, research just how clickbaity they are or how not clickbaity they are, I can go to analysis. I've got my Halloween data set up. I want clickbait measures, and I press save. And yeah, there we go. 311 clickbait results. And that is saved to a database file. So you can take that and open it up in other programs. And if we look at the FIMS news page, we can see the scores of the clickbait, and we're able to obtain this all because of the transparency, and we're showing all of the values, and we're also able to keep a record of them. So if you're interested in this software, you can go to the GitHub page, our GitHub page. It is github.com/literal. That concludes my part of the video, and I will see everyone at the panel. Thank you.